Well, hello, and a proper hello, or formal hello to all those people on Zoom. It's really lovely to be gathered together, and welcome if you're logging on Facebook too. It's great to be together, to be able to sing together and dive into this new piece, which I imagine for some of you might be a new piece. Some of you might well be familiar with this. It's a fantastic piece by Lou Fellingham called Everlasting Arms. So what we're going to do first of all, though, is get ourselves warmed up. And as you can see if you're on YouTube, that we're gathered on Zoom together. You can kind of see everybody's lovely faces as we're wherever we may be. Whether you're on Zoom or YouTube, it'd be lovely to get an idea of where you're from. So do say hello in the comments or the chat. It'd be great to explore together where we're all coming from. But first of all, we're going to get ourselves warmed up. And in this arrangement, there's quite a lot of oohs and ahs. In fact, when we get to the arrangement, you're the very first people ever to sing this arrangement. It's just been written for you. And there's a lot of oohs and a lot of ahs going on. So we're just going to warm up thinking about those oohs and ahs. And we're just going to simply sing ooh. Let's try that. Lovely. What I'd like to do is you think as we sing that is to think about the quality and the richness of your ooh. So we're going to try a really narrow ooh first. Ooh. So it's drawing the lips really forward in a narrow kind of way. 3. This time we're going to sing it in a broad... I'm based in South Yorkshire, so it's probably a bit more of a Yorkshire ooh. Ooh. I don't know. 3. Okay, good. And now we're going to go somewhere in the middle of those two things. So we're thinking about forwards, ooh, but without being too narrow. Lovely, okay. So we've got lots of oohs, and then there's also a lot of ahs going on in this arrangement. So this time, with your very best ah shape, the same pattern to ah. Lovely, okay. Now this time we're going to go from the ooh to the ah quite swiftly. So, ooh ah 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 ooh. Great, this time, could you really exaggerate it? So we're going to make it a real workout for the lips. Ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh. So big faces. Ooh ah 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 ooh. Great. This time we're going to try doing an ooh and an ah, but without moving the face. So we're going to try and keep the face in as neutral a position as we can, and we'll probably find that our tongue is having to work really quite hard. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Or at least something's going on inside the mouth as we do that. So in our neutral facial position. 3. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Well, if it sounded anything like it did my end, it's probably not the most beautiful sound you've ever made. Now we'll go for the most beautiful sound. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Ooh, ah, 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 ooh. Okay, lovely, 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 lovely. Now this, I've mentioned this song that we're going to look at called "Everlasting Arms" is a song written by Lou Fellingham. But it's actually also got some words taken from an old hymn as well. I thought I'd just play you. You might have seen already a lovely little introduction video that Lou sent over by way of kind of saying hello to everyone before we work on this all together. And so I just thought I'd play it you now if you've not seen this, and it'll give you a bit of an idea about the song. So here's Lou introducing the piece.
Hello everybody, my name is Lou Fellingham and I'm so excited to be joining with you, the National Methodist Choir. I cannot believe that I get the privilege to sing alongside you, and I'm going to be singing with you Everlasting Arms. Many months ago I saw the lyrics of this old hymn by a lady called Annie J. Flint, and some of the lines really popped out to me. When we've reached the end of our earthly resources, the Father's full giving has only begun. And then there's another bit where it says, out of the infinite riches in Jesus, he gives and gives and gives again. I don't know how you're feeling today. I don't know how your last few weeks have gone, but the Father invites us to lean into him, to draw our strength from him during this season and at all times. So let me encourage you as you sing this song, sing it over your lives and other people's lives, and lean into the everlasting arms of God.
That's lovely, and it's a real treat that we'll not only be singing Lou's song, but of course singing with her too. I'm really looking forward to putting all of this together. So let's start. Should we just dive straight in and get into the music? So all the music will appear on the screen for you, and the first section of this song is sung by Lou and her band, but I'll give you a bit of an idea how it goes. I think the introduction actually we're going to shorten down to 4 bars, but it's marked 8 bars at the moment. It sounds something like this. He lavishes grace as our burdens grow greater. He sends us more strength as our labours increase. To added afflictions he offers more mercy. To multiply trials he multiplies peace. Okay, so it's a really pretty bit of melody writing here. So I'm going to sing a line right from the beginning. Even though Lou sings this by herself, actually we're all going to learn it now and it will help us out later on. So I'll sing a short phrase, and then if you'd like to sing that back. So the first phrase goes like this. He lavishes grace as our burdens grow greater. He lavishes grace as our burdens grow greater. Now, you might remember, if you were involved in 10,000 Reasons, that all the altos and the basses were thinking, oh, this is a bit high. And now in Everlasting Arms here for sopranos, and it might be sitting quite low, and tenors might be sitting quite low in your range. But don't fear. Later on in the arrangement, it will make a bit more sense and sit in your range more comfortably. So let's go to the beginning. He lavishes grace, so 1 and a 2. He lavishes grace as our burdens grow greater. He sends us more strength as our labours increase. To added afflictions he offers more mercy. To multiply trials he multiplies peace. Okay, we're going to look at the final phrase there. To multiply trials he multiplies peace. To multiply trials he multiplies peace. Lovely. There's a fantastic little bit of syncopation that goes on, and the phrase to added afflictions he offers more mercy on, and on he offers more mercy. You can see nearly every single note there is sitting in the gap. It's all syncopated. To added afflictions he offers more mercy. Be great if we can get that. To added afflictions he offers more mercy. And again, To added afflictions he offers more mercy. Let's go from he lavishes 1 and a 2. He lavishes grace as our burdens grow greater. He sends us more strength as our labors increase. To added afflictions he offers more mercy. To multiply trials he multiplies peace. Okay, great. So hopefully that was a good little introduction to the first verse there. Now the second verse, Lou continues to sing the melody, but for the first time in National Methodist Choir Great Britain history, we've got some oohs and ahs going on instead of singing at the text at the same time as the main tune. Sopranos, the good news is you got one note, and your one note sounds like this. Well learnt. Excellent. I don't think we need to do that again, do we? Marvellous. Very good. Okay. Tenors, yours is quite similar, except you drop down a tone in the second bar, so it sounds like this from bar 17, tenors. Okay, good. Let's do that one more time, tenors. 1 and... Lovely, lovely, lovely. Altos, you're down on a C. Then in the third bar of this phrase, you drop down a semitone to a B and then back up again. It sounds like this. And basses, you're very similar, that you also move in the third bar, but you go down to a G. Try altos and basses together. 1 and a 2. Okay, lovely. All together then. So sopranos on the G, altos on a C, tenor on a G, and bass on a C. 1 and a 2. Then the altos carry on with the tune. When we've reached the end of our earthly resources, our Father's full giving is only begun. Our Father's full giving is only begun. Okay, should we try that together then, altos? Our Father's full giving is only begun. Our Father's full giving is only begun. Good, and now we're going to add in the first part of that phrase. When we've reached the end, when we've reached the end of our earthly resources, our Father's full giving is only begun. Our Father's full giving is only begun. Okay, now tenors, you notice in the second line there, you're going to join with the altos in a pure unison, so it's sitting relatively high in your range. Our Father's full giving is only begun. Our Father's full giving is only begun. Try that then. We're going to go from the altos singing when we've reached the end of our earthly resources, then tenors are going to join in on our Father's full giving. When we've reached the end of our earthly resources, our Father's full giving is only begun. Our Father's full giving is only begun. Okay, excellent. Now, sopranos and basses, you carry on with this ooh and ah idea here. And so sopranos, let's start with you. Bar 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 goes ooh. Now, sopranos, you'll notice that it splits, and you've got an option of a higher note or a slightly lower note. For now, I'm just going to concentrate on the higher note, and we'll come on to the lower option should you want that later on. So let's go from the ooh in the 5th bar along on the top line. Ooh and ooh. Lovely. Let's do that one more time for fun. And okay, great. Faces. Similar idea for you here. So again, this is from the same place. Let's try that together then, bases. Right, altos, thank you for your patience. We're just going to hear the sopranos, the tenors, and the basses. 1 and a 2. Lovely. Now we'll add in the altos. Altos, I'll sing sing with you. When we've soprano, tenor, bass, and alto singing. When we've reached the end. 1 and a 2. When of our earthly resources, a Father's full giving is only begun. A Father's full giving is only begun. Okay, excellent, great. Now, the final thing before we move on from this page is just to notice the dynamics. So it starts for everybody, bar 17, mezzo piano, so moderately soft. We're going to keep that quite light. And then as it moves on, you can see the altos when we've reached the end. Then you can come to the fore a little bit when we've reached the end. And then sopranos and basses at bar 23. Mezzo forte here, so you can really be bold and broad in your R singing. There's lots and lots of space. So let's go all the way back now to bar 17, where we're all singing an ooh, which is the beginning of this verse. So soprano, alto, tenor, bass, 1 and a 2. The end of our earthly resources, a Father's full giving is only begun. A Father's full giving is only begun. Okay, excellent. Let's see. Is everybody happy so far? Getting lots of nods. Let's have a little chat. All happy?
Yes.
Making sense.
So happy.
Come on, need a magnifying glass.
Yeah, if you're on a phone, it might be quite small.
Yeah.
Literally have got a magnifying glass. That's fantastic, Pamela. Great.
People are talking to him.
Who's got a magnifying glass?
Excellent. Good. Right. Well, we're seeing. Anne. Lovely to see you. Sarah. Hello.
Hi.
It's so lovely seeing familiar faces and new faces to me as well. Really fabulous. Okay. Right, let's dive in. Okay, so the next section is the chorus. And the first time we sing this chorus, we're all in unison together. But it's a piano chorus. The first note of this is just on the other page. But we're all singing in a G, and the word is so. And it sounds like this. So lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. I think it's the most beautiful bit of melody writing here, with these little kind of moments of sunshine appearing between the lean hard. So lean hard, and just notice that little D just comes there. So there's a distinct space between each of those bars, each of the leans. So let's try together. So lean, 1 and a 2. So lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Good, and of course that final arms there goes right to the end of that bar. So we just want to clock that we all come off together at the right point there. And the other thing to mention is that the and last and arms, lean on the lasting arms, those moments come early. And so it's just worth just making sure the and ver and ing are really short, so we get the lovely syncopation. What I mean by that is lean on the everlasting arms. It's all coming before the beat. Da-dum, da-da, da-da, da-da. Just try that with the text then. Lean and lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Good. And so you want to try as best we can to avoid straightening it out to lean on the everlasting arms. Otherwise it kind of has quite a different feel, really. So let's put all that chorus together. So lean, so remember the little rays of sunshine and all those little syncopated pushed moments on the lean on the everlasting arms. So lean, 1 and a 2. So lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Okay, excellent, great. Now, the next section here, we're singing in unison on the melody of the verse, except for basses. Because basses, they sing quite high here. Unless any basses are feeling particularly brave and think, oh, you know what, I quite fancy a few Fs and Es, then don't worry too much about it. So it's singing high for the tenors and low for the sopranos and altos. So I'm going to sing it at the tenor pitch, but sopranos and altos, you're going to be singing low in your register. And this verse sounds like this. His love has no limits, His grace has no measure, His power has no boundary that's known unto men. For out of His infinite riches in Jesus, He giveth and giveth and giveth again. He giveth and giveth and giveth again. Okay. Should we give that a go together? So it's very similar to the first verse. So let's just go straight for it. His love, 1 and a 2. His love has no limits, His grace has no measure, His power has no boundary that's known unto men. For out of His infinite riches in Jesus. He giveth and giveth and giveth again. He giveth and giveth and giveth again. So one of my favourite sounds is gentlemen singing high in their range in a pure unison, with ladies singing or upper voices singing low in your range. It gives a lovely quality to the sound. So when we mix that all together, it's going to sound really glorious. So let's try that together once more then. His love, 1 and a 2. His love has no limits, His grace has no measure, His power has no boundary that's known unto men. For out of His infinite riches in Jesus, He giveth and giveth and giveth again. He giveth and giveth and giveth again. Lovely. Okay, great. So now we're going to move on to the second version of the chorus. There's 3 versions of the chorus in total, but there's nothing too drastically different with them, except to say the second chorus, now we break into harmony, and the melody is kind of shared out between the sopranos and the altos. So sopranos to start with here, you get the first couple of bars of the melody. So lean hard, and at which point you're then moving to a harmony idea as you move up. Lean on the everlasting arms. Did you try that? Lean on the everlasting. Lean on the everlasting arms. That's the idea. Now go from so lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Great. Before we move on to the rest of it, I'm just going to have a look at the alto part. Now, altos, you've got a delicious little bit of movement here, if I do say so, about this with this little bit of harmony writing here. And it kind of dips down, but all the way through this piece, there's this feeling of 3/2. So it's written in 3, 1. But the groove kind of comes from this 3/2 feel. So they get these little moments of where there feels like it's 2 in a bar. And altos, you're the people who are going to kind of drive that chorally here. So you've got so lean hard, just that little moment. And so lean hard. Great, and again. So lean hard. And then you move on to the tune. Lean on the everlasting arms. Okay, so let's try from the beginning there, alto. So lean, 1 and a 2. So lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Okay. Tenors, you're going to jump above the melody. So lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Try that together. And so lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Good. Should you do that one more time, tenors? So lean, 1 and a 2. So lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Great. And basses. So lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Kind of work your way up after going down. So lean, and you start on a G on so. I'm sorry you can't see it. So lean hard hard. Lean on the everlasting arms. Okay, let's add the tenors to that. So basses and tenor. So lean. 1 and a 2. So lean hard. Lean hard. Lean on the everlasting arms. Great. Now we're going to add the altos as well. So we're all starting on a G on the word so. So. You'll notice now altos, you get this little crunchy moment where you're singing a D against the basses. So 1 and a 2. So lean. Excellent. Let's do that much again and we can enjoy the crunchiness of this. So 1 and a 2. So. And carrying on. Okay, good. Now we'll add sopranos finally. So lean hard, and then go into the harmony. Lean on the air. So all together. 1 and a 2. So. Good. Now, the rest of the chorus is a repeat of what you've done, and then a repetition of Lean on the Everlasting Arms, except to say, on arms, we all sing a C on the final arms there and hold that for a whole bar. So let's try then the whole of this chorus. So lean for sopranos, so lean, hard altos, tenors, so lean, and basses, so lean. 1 and a 2. So good. Let's do that one more time for fun. 1 and a 2 and so lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Okay, great, excellent. Just check in, make sure if there's any questions so far. I'm moving fast.
Oh, that's loud.
All happy?
Yeah. Everything's wonderful.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good news. Great.
Yeah, didn't know this before. It's lovely.
Yeah, I think I came across this at a wonderful event. Which was run by the Yorkshire North and East Methodist District, an event called Flourish, which was a really fantastic event in Scarborough, and Lou was leading worship there, and it was just the most just wonderful moment in the weekend when we were singing this song together, and it's really stuck with me ever since. And I just thought it seemed to speak to me at the moment, and I thought it'd be a lovely song for us to sing together. And I'm just really thrilled that Lou was so up for singing with us all. At this point, so we've dived into the chorus. And we've now looked at the unison version of the chorus and the harmony version of the chorus. And now there's two other ideas other than what we've already looked at, and then that's it. We've kind of covered most of the material that makes up the song. And the next idea here is a bridge. You lead me beside, and you can see written as kind of cue notes on that page. You lead me beside. And so Lou will sing that moment, and then we're going back to an R idea. Except we point out some of the text along the way. So, I'm going to start with tenors. Because I'm feeling brave. Tenors, your part here soars up to an F and sounds like this. Restores my soul. You won't let go. Restores my soul. You won't let go. Now you'll have noticed there that the melodic idea here is 4 bars long. It repeats 4 times, but with alternating text every other time. So, so once you've notes-wise, once you've learnt 4 bars of this, and actually you've learnt all 16 bars of this bridge. So let's sing that together, tenor. So you start on a C, 1 and a 2. Restores my soul. You won't let go. Restores my soul. You won't let go. Okay, good. For all the parts, the rhythm you just heard from the tenor part is exactly the same for you. So the restores, the re is very short and the stores early, and then on the second phrase, you won't, the you is very short and the won't comes good and early. So sopranos, and restores my soul. You won't let go. Restores my soul. You won't let go. Okay, great. Hopefully that makes sense, sopranos. Once we've sung all the way through, actually, I think we kind of will have all learnt it. So that's great. Altos. I'll just sing the 4-bar phrase for you, which is this. Restores my soul. So let's have a look at the whole 16 bars. We'll start at bar 61 at the top of the page. And restores my soul. You won't let go. Restores my soul. You won't let go. Okay, lovely. Hopefully that all makes sense. Who we're left with? Basses. Here is your 4-bar phrase, and then we'll look at the rest of it after that. But the first 4 bars sound like this. Restores my soul. So you've got a little athletic moment as you jump up the octave to restores my soul. Restores my soul. You won't let go. Restore soul. You won't let go. Okie dokie. Should we try that all together then? So, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. 1 and a 2. Excellent, great. Now, what you won't know yet is, unless you know this song, is what you're R-ing to. So I'll just sing for you the bridge tune, which Lou will be singing. And if you'd like to sing the R at the same time, that'd be wonderful. But I'll give you a little bit of an idea of what we are R-ing to. So there's a bar before you come in. It goes like this. 1. You lead me beside still waters. Your goodness restores my soul. I know that you'll never leave me. I know that you won't let go. You lead me beside still waters. Your goodness restores my soul. I know that you'll never leave me. I know that you won't let go. So lean hard, lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean hard, lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Okay, good. All right, sorry, drop my music there. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted there's an extra lean on the everlasting arms here. The first couple of choruses only had 2, and this one has got 3. And there's a little harmonic shift as well. So the harmony changes from what had been the standard lean on the everlasting arms. So this kind of little delicious moment which goes lean on the everlasting arms, which has impact for the sopranos and the basses. So sopranos, you're moving down now to an E on lasting arms. And basses, you're having to move up to a G sharp. So the change here is really obvious when we sing the whole of this chorus. So basses, from the beginning of the chorus, so lean hard, lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. And that changes. Lean hard, lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. And then back to the first one. Lean on the everlasting arms. Okay. And sopranos. Your little shift here means your last is no longer in a G, but moves down to an E. So the whole of this chorus together sounds like this. Lean hard, lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean hard, lean hard. Here's the change. Lean on the everlasting everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. So altos, you remain the same all the way through. No change for you. And tenors, you are as you were. So let's sing this all together then, going into bar 80. So we're all singing a G on the word so. That's not printed in the music. So, 1 and a 2. So. Okay, good. Now here's the last new idea, and it kind of builds through this section. And the tune is with the altos, and the first time, so we sing this page 4 times in total. And the first time is Lou by herself. The second time, altos are going to join. The third time, sopranos and tenors join, and then the basses join for the final time through. So let's do it in that order. So I'll sing it through first in lieu of Lou here. So your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river on us. Let's try that with the altos. Your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river on us. Okay, good. Then sopranos, you come in with a harmony idea, but we all start on the D on your, and so sopranos it sounds like this. Your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river on us. Good. So sopranos, we can try that again in a moment, but I'm just going to quickly go through the tenor part, which goes like this. So you're going to start on a D, and just watch out on the final us, you're going to go quite high here. So it sounds like this. Your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river on us. Okay, so let's try sopranos and tenors together here. So 1 and a 2. Okay. Basses, when you eventually come in, you've only got one note. Oh, that's a little bit of a lie, isn't it? There's a D on your. Your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river on us. So we're going to do this section as it will be when you come to record this. So I'm going to sing it through once, which will be Lou by herself. Then altos, you join the second time. Sopranos and tenors join the third time through. Then basses join on the final, fourth and final time. So 95 for the first time goes. Your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river, your mercy flows like a river on us. So altos join. Your mercy flows like a river. Your mercy flows like a river. Your mercy flows like a river on us. Sopranos and tenors join. Your mercy flows like a river. Your mercy flows like a river. Your mercy flows like a river on us. Strong all together. Your mercy flows like a river. Mercy flows like a river. So lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean hard, lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Lean on the everlasting arms. Great. And when you come to do the run through of this, on the very final note, you'll hear me actually give you a countdown as when to come off. So you'll hear me say 3, 2, 1, off. And so hopefully that'll be lovely and lovely and clear when you're recording this. Right, let's say a quick hello, and then we're going to try and run all the way from the top to the end. Any questions?
Oh, can people please not chat on the texty bit because it obscures the music?
Oh, good. Well, you can close your
Cancel
chat
that.
as well.
I know how.
So I'll pop something on the website about how
You're going to bed?
how to do
You can
that.
actually
Okay,
cancel.
it's finishing in
Maybe
5
so.
minutes. We're going to sing through the whole thing now.
Sales which come
Oh,
down.
yeah. We'll have a bit of a sing
Can see
through
if I don't know.
this.
I'm just trying to find
Just
somewhere. How
gonna
do I
quickly pop up
how do
for
I
you
record this?
the music.
Oh, I could do it.
And,
Yeah, I could do it with
this is
video.
going to be going on. This rehearsal will be available for you to revisit should you want to do that. Sorry, I'm multitasking and I can't do that. It's impossible. My brain just doesn't allow me to multitask. I'm sorry. This rehearsal will be available, and also the run through videos will be up later this evening. So let's pop this. There we go. Okay, so you'll see the music on the screen, and and you'll hear the track, and so we can all have a sing through this all the way from the very beginning. As soon as it's all queued up, there we go. Okay, so the introduction now is only 4 bars long before we come in. So hopefully you should all, maybe somebody on Zoom can give me a thumbs up to let me know that you can now hear this track. 1. Well, let's sing Lou's part. Lavishes graces our burdens grow greater, sends us more strength as our labours offers more mercy to multiply trials. He multiplies peace. this will be Lou first. Flows like a river, your mercy. Flows like a river, your mercy. Flows like a river on. So plus the altos. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And what a treat. It's so great to introduce you to that. Thank you so much for joining with us all tonight. It's been really lovely to see you all on Zoom. And thank you for those who have joined us on YouTube too. And so hopefully you'll find all of the resources going up. I'm sorry it was slightly later than I was originally hoping, putting the videos up, but they will be going up very shortly, and this video will be available as well should you want to dive into that. And I think this is going to be an absolute treat of a piece to sing together. I can't wait to hear it. I just think it's the most beautiful song with these lovely old words too. So yes, I'm really excited to be doing it and to be singing with you all again. So thanks so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.